G'day fellow moto vloggers of Van and Nev on some Milky, the Suzuki Bandit, on this Tuesday afternoon. Very nice day, not hot, quite cool in fact. It shouldn't be really hot this time of year anyway, but we had well, 30-degree day the other day, which is very rare for September. But anyway, what do I want to talk about? Well, what have I been doing to Smokey recently? Well, I decided to have a go at fitting the Iridium plugs to Smokey. Is it as easy as Ruby was? No, it's not actually. It's a little bit harder, but thanks to YouTube, I saw how it was done and what you had to do to get plug number 2 and plug number 3 out. 1 and 4 are quite easy, but 2 and 3 are a little bit more difficult. Number 2 especially. There's a little bracket that holds on your water, your housing that holds your thermostat. You have to take that off and be able to maneuver the radiator hoses that go to the thermostat, so you can get the special plug spanner that is provided in your toolkit down and use an extension bar with a 14mm on the end of it and undo the plug that way, and well, it worked quite well. Did it take me as long as I thought? No, it didn't actually. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would. Everything went smoothly. Taking the tank off is a little bit different to what Ruby was. You've got one of those sort of click-on fuel line connectors. I've got a special pair of pliers to get that off, which makes life a little bit easier. You've got the wiring that goes to the tank for your fuel gauge, and probably your fuel pump as well, I would suggest, and a couple of hoses, one an overflow and another breather, and then it just comes off. So that wasn't too bad. Got to take the seat off, of course, but that's not a big deal either. And just undo the strap that goes around the front here for the Bagster tank protector, and just take the tank off with the actual tank protector on the tank. So yeah, not a problem. So I did that. I must have done something alright because it's running alright. This morning I decided to change all the fluids in the brakes and the clutch master cylinder. So I've done the front brakes, I've done the rear brake, and I've done the clutch fluid, put all new .4 fluid through the system, so that should be alright for the next couple of years. Was that hard? No, a little bit tricky. The front brake on the left hand side here, trying to reach down and pump the brake as well, but yeah, I got it done. The clutch bleed was, you have to take the sprocket cover off to get at it, which is no big deal, it's only 3 bolts. Got all that done, cleaned it all out, made sure that inside the master cylinders there were nice and clean, and and dirt free and yucky free. So all that's been done. What am I going to do in the next not too distant future? Well, I have a rear wavy brake disc that I'm going to fit, and put new brake pads in the rear. I'll probably do that in the morning because the weather's quite good, and then later on I'll put new pads and clean out the calipers at the front. I'll also give the rear caliper a clean. I'll clean the piston for any debris or grunge or whatever you like to call it on the piston, so that runs nice and smoothly. And we'll see how the wavy disc goes. I have one on Ruby, but I wore the back pads down to metal and it scarred the disc, so that one's no good. So I basically just threw that one away. But it's the same as that one, and that one worked fine, so that's what's going on at the moment. Just doing some spring maintenance to Smokey, ready for the summer. All being kind and not too hot, I should get a lot of rides in, and trouble free, hopefully, touch wood. So Bandit Nev on some Monkey, the Suzuki Bandit, bidding you all very, 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 very safe riding. And until next time, cheers for now.